Hey, what is up guys? I am back with the part 2 of the alpha guide. In this guide we will be looking at the WP build, the counters and the tips and tricks for alpha. So without further ado, let's just jump directly into the video. Moving on to the WP build, I haven't tried WP much, but I found this build pretty useful. I mean, I've tried it a couple of times, but not in ranks. But yeah, WP is not in the meta. You can try it out in the next patch or whatever. But right now, go for CP. For WP, you can go with Sword Blade. You can go with Breaking Point, you can go with Bonesaw, and you can go with Tyrant's Monocle as well. I didn't prefer Bonesaw, but if they build armor against you, you can get Bonesaw. But yeah, go with Sword Blade first, then get Breaking Point, then get Tyrant's Monocle. These three are like the main stuff right now. You can get Poison Shift if the enemy is someone like Rhyme, because Poison Shift really works well on heroes that have regeneration capabilities, or not like regeneration, like lifesteal capabilities. Someone like Rhyme who has lifesteal, someone like Krull who has lifesteal, someone like Glaive. So yeah, Poison Shift really works along with them. Don't go with Serpent Mask. Serpent Mask is really not needed because you get a bit of HP from your B, in my opinion. Yeah, you do get a bit of HP from your B. So yeah, don't go with Serpent Mask. Sword Blade, Breaking Point, Tyrant's Monocle, 2 defense, and then the Journey Boots or the Health and Charges or the War Threads. That's what the usual WP build is, but you can try around. I prefer TP though. Yeah, but it's your choice. Moving on to the counters, actually alpha is countered by only some heroes in the jungle, and the carries are not even a thing. The carries can't do anything to alpha. So the junglers who counter alpha the most are Rhyme, Krull and Glaive. These three are the best in my opinion, and one more can be added, someone like Blackfeather. But the thing about Blackfeather, right, if he is not a pro Blackfeather, then you can actually kill the Blackfeather easily. But if he is a pro one, then you wanna be careful, but you can still kill him, in my opinion. Rhyme and Krull. The thing about these two guys are these are lifesteal heroes. Rhyme just depends on his 45 health, and Krull depends on his stacks and stuff. So yeah, you should be careful of these two heroes. The thing about Glaive can outburst you. He has tons of speed, and he can actually kill you pretty easily unless your carry does some good thing and try to harass the Glaive as much as possible. And you don't have to be careful, you don't have to be worried about someone like Koshka, except early game. Early game you're weak, very weak. You have to wait for late game. Early game you're really weak, so wait for late game on alpha. And if there's a Koshka, you don't want to engage early on because she will probably kill you, because she can pounce around, she can use a B, she will damage you. Someone like Jewel is not a big deal because you can kill out Jewel pretty easily. Someone like Rona is not a big deal, someone like Taka is not a big deal. And yeah, Ozo is there. Ozo is in the meta. Many people use Ozo, but you can actually counter an Ozo with your alpha because he won't be able to do much on you. He does depend on his bounces, but yeah, you can actually kill him pretty easily. So those are the heroes that you should be careful of. Rhyme, Krull and Glaive. That's it. Like, these are the 3 heroes that you should be careful. And in the carries, to be honest, the carries won't be able to do much. Someone like Vox might try to harass you. Someone like Ringo might try to harass you. If you can get close to them, you can actually kill them really easily. Someone like Saw is really bad. People say it's good, but I don't think so. Saw is the best, to be honest, because once he's slowed down, you can actually use your B. Even if he gets your HP to 20%, you can actually use your ult, and then he won't be able to run if he doesn't have his A. But even if he has his A, you just use your A, and then you can go to him. You use the scan, you can actually kill him. So not a big problem. Saw. Be careful of Ringo and Vox. These guys are like meta right now, so just be careful of these two. And yeah, in the rooms you should be careful of guys who can stun you, because they can actually stun you and you won't be able to use your A. But yeah, if they stun you in middle of your ult, then you will just be there in a position and you can't like get to the enemy carry. So it's a bit risky in the rooms. You should be careful, but yeah, they won't be a big problem, someone like other than like the junglers. So yeah, that's what I prefer. Moving on to the tips and tricks, we have quite something. So first of all, one of the tricks that I use the most people don't know this. Most people don't know this, to be honest. I mean, okay, Alpha's A, you guys know that. She scans the area, Prime Directive. She scans the area and whoever there is, she attacks, as well as turrets. So sometimes, like, yeah, okay, most of the times when you're trying to get the enemy carry, she will go behind the turret to be safe. What I usually do is that because my A can't reach till the enemy hero, what I do is attack the turret. I use my A on the turret. She actually moves back. So when you use your A, the alpha will use it on the turret and she'll go back of the turret, and then the enemy carry will be vulnerable. That's what I usually do. She won't be able to run because you use your A, you have your B upright. You use your A, you get back of the turret, you tell your roamer to tank you for it, tank the turret for you, and then you actually use your B and you can actually kill the enemy carry. This happens with me a lot of times. People say that it's no, some people like if the enemy carry is behind, okay, no problem, we can't do it. But I usually use my A, get back of the turret and actually kill the carry. You might be dead with it too, but sometimes it's really effective when like only 2 heroes have dead and you have just 1 hero that is in the run. You use your A, get the turret, get behind the turret, use your B, and you can actually kill him pretty easily. That's what most people don't know about Alpha. Her A is amazing. Moving on to the second tip. Alpha actually, when most people use her like sometimes directly engaging the battle. I don't know why they do it, maybe new players like tier 1, tier 2. But yeah, use your ult when you have 10% HP or 20% HP. That will be the most effective. And when you're trying to use your ult right, make sure your A and B are off cooldown, because if they aren't, then your ult will be a waste. So okay, it has a 5-second timer in my opinion, the ult. Maybe let me check it out. I think it's a 5 meter or whatever. I mean 5 seconds or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, it's like 3 seconds. You can check it out. It's 5 or 3 seconds. So it has a second timer too. When you use your ult, wait for 1 or 2 seconds, use your B on it, and then use your A on the enemy hero you want to kill, and you will get there on the correct time. This is really hard to do, to be honest. I've tried this quite a few times. It's really hard, but if you manage to do it perfectly, you can actually get all of them pretty easily. So yeah, use your ultimate when you have 10 or 20% HP, then make sure your A and B are off cooldown, and then use it when you have 2 seconds or 3 seconds on your ultimate left, other than you go to reboot. So use it then, and when the ultimate is about to go down, like 1 second left, use your A or B or whatever, and then get the carry down. That's what I usually do. It's hard, but every hero is hard. You have to practice a lot to make the best out of a hero. That is the second tip. The third tip will be about someone like Krull and Reim. These guys depend on their fortified health and their whatever. Yeah, they depend on fortified health. So yeah, Krull depends on his smite and his stacks or whatever. But Krull, it's pretty hard to get out someone like Krull, but Reim will be pretty easy. I'll tell that why. So Krull is like, what he does is that he Shiva steals you, and he like always tries to be close to you. What you can do is use your A and get onto a minion, or not a minion, a monster only in the jungle. You can get to a monster or an enemy carry or whatever, and you can actually dodge from the Krull. It's really hard to do, to be honest, but yeah, when he's on the run for you, you can actually do that, and then kite him around with your B. If you have your boost, keep using them. Use your B, use your A, and kite him around. It's really difficult to do this stuff, but if the Krull is like a tier 5, tier 4, you can actually do it. In the lower tiers, people really don't know how to counter most of the heroes, so you can actually do it. And for someone like Reim, actually, I've seen Reim not countering Alpha, but Alpha countering Reim. I've seen that when playing with Vainglorious players and PoE players. I've seen that. So what he does is that he basically outbursts you with his B. If you're not on the lead of gold, he's probably gonna kill you, to be honest. But if you're on the lead, he won't be able to do much. And what he's probably gonna do is he's gonna be around you. He's gonna use his B, keep using his B, and get his A up and do stuff like that. Even if you manage to kill him, like, and he'll get into a reboot, he'll use his ult and get you. So you can actually burst down a Reim, but unless he is on the top gear, you can't do it. But if you're on the top gear, you can actually burst down a Reim. That's one of the tips that I've seen. I've seen players do it. In the lower tiers, it might be hard, but in the higher tiers, it's surely a possibility. Okay guys, so this will do the wrap up for both the part 1 and the part 2. I hope you'll enjoy this 2 video, guys. If you really did, then please make sure to like the videos, make sure to subscribe, and tell me what hero you want next, that I will be looking into it. And yeah, I'll make a guide if you guys want some kind of specific hero that you're really looking forward for. So yeah, that will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, we will see you soon in the Halcyon Fold.